Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, rivals do battle in the NFC East. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. This return will take him out past the 25-yard line. Decent field position as this game gets going. Greg, he's one of the veterans of the league now. Here comes Dak Prescott in the Cowboy offense. Season 11 for Dak. He turned 33 back in July and was third in the league in passing a season ago.
I think there's very few guarantees in the NFL, Mike, but I think if there's one thing that's pretty close to certain, if Dak Prescott is healthy, and the last couple years that's kind of been a mixed bag, but when he's on the field week in and week out, this Dallas Cowboys team is going to throw for a lot of yards, and they are going to score a lot of points. So it's can they get their defense to go ahead with the play at quarterback they've gotten from Dak Prescott.
14 yards on the ground on the first play from scrimmage. Can throw it here on first down. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down and 2. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's going to have a first and good run down inside the 45-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
He ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 3. It's another run here for Williams. He's going to get nothing out of that one. Followed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Aubrey's kick is good, and the Cowboys will take a 3-0 lead.
What a start to a career for Brandon Aubrey. All-Pro as a rookie in 23. He's been the NFC's Pro Bowl kicker 3 years running, and he delivers again for the Cowboys here in year 4.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3, and he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Jackson Dart brings that Giants offense out. Drafted out of Ole Miss in the 25 slot a year ago. Gave Giant fans hope, showed some energy with this team last year.
All right, so here we are entering year 2. Jackson Dart, when he was on the field last year, he was exciting. He was fun. He was energetic. He brought a lot of life to this Giants locker room on and off the field, but he's got to find a way to protect himself. They're going to utilize him as a runner. He's a very gifted athlete, but it's those hits. It's taking those shots when he decides to be a runner that limited his time behind center. So keep him healthy, let him go out there and make plays, and it's going to be a big part of this Giants offense improving from a season ago. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He's hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. A throw on the move is caught. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain. No first down, and the punt team will come on here on 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
To return, it is Turpin. And it's a good, solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Cowboys set to get back to work. And there's a look at Clayton Adams, their offensive coordinator. Adams, year 2 now as the offensive coordinator in Big D. Dak, fake to Williams. Now he'll throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. A pitch comes to Williams. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they get him down. It's no gain.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Williams gets it on the draw. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. It was the rookie out of Ohio State in on the stop.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
So here come the Giants once again, and that is their offensive coordinator. His guys trail here in the first half as they're going to focus now on trying to get some points on this upcoming drive. Dart gonna keep this on his own read. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
So often the success or failure of the zone read really just comes down to the decision-making of the quarterback. And so oftentimes there's really no right decision to be made. I always used to hear our coaches tell Cam, if you're ever in doubt, give it. Let the running back take the punishment. Let the running back pick up the yards and save the pull read when you know it's there.
And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Giants football here to begin the second quarter as they come up now on 3rd and 7. Dart gonna fake it to Scatterboot and look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher. And this offense now finds themselves staring at fourth down as a result.
Here's Jordan Stout now as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. As the Cowboys go back out on offense, take a look at the defensive coordinator trying to stop him. His guys trailing here in the first half, so he and the rest of the staff looking for ways to keep the deficit right where it is. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The drive begins with a run by Williams. He'll push forward for about a yard. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play.
By Brian Burns. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's complete left side to Pickens. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. He'll find for the line. That's complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath, but give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Third and long. They run over center with Williams. And that's not going to work at all. He'll manage to get back to the line. That is all. It is fourth down.
Well, maybe he's counting a little bit, Mike, on this defense being in pass mode, and maybe you can catch him off guard with the run call. In this case, the defense was ready for all of it. They hold them to no gain. They're going to have to bring out the punt team.
Anger now on to punt. That kick is away. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboo. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up second and 2.
They'll go again with Scatterboo. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle is made just shy of the 30.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Right back to Scatterboo on first down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
At the 39-yard line.
So play caller's dream, second and inches. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Giants first down.
2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. So, a couple of first downs will give them first and 10. They're at the 41. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Pressure all around him, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9. That'll bring up second and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, talk things over before third down.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only able to rush the passer and put pressure on him, but the coverage is just so tight on the back end, there's just nowhere to go with the ball.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Here's Dart. They try to work the screen with Scatterboo. Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job by the defense, and it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the Giants. This fielded inside the 35. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Dak. Whoa. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
On 3rd down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in his way. Man, I mean, Brandon Aubrey, I mean, it doesn't get much better than him. And I'll tell you what, Mike, this guy, for whatever they're paying him, it's worth every penny. He's made these kicks from 60-plus look nothing short of routine, and he drills another one there, and you just talk about the ultimate weapon.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Dart. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Dart. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the first down.
Return to the back. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Get up. First shot, come strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game.
The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. He looks forward for maybe a yard. P.J. Locke up to make the tackle.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Neighbors in motion. Once again, it's Scatterboot, and he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Quentin Williams there to make the play.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
This will be 3rd and 8. Throwing, dart. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
The Giants sending out their punter as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
It's a gain of 10.
George Pickens has always had the talent, Mike. One of the best receivers in the league. And a year ago in Dallas, it really all came together. Talent career high in pretty much every category. So sometimes all a guy needs is a change of scenery, a coach that believes in him, a quarterback that trusts him. And here in Dallas, he gets it all.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll work just shy of midfield on 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Williams. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
That is Ferguson in motion. Prescott from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Trying to be a little too perfect there and hit right at the goal line. Continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Giants offense ready to get back to work. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. They'll start this on the ground with Scatterby. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Scatterby. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Austin brought in motion. On 3rd down, here is Dart. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st down, it's Scatterby. Trying to find somewhere to go, but the defense with other ideas. They stop him. That'll be no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
On 2nd down, Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On 3rd down, they'll run with Tracy.
Tyron Tracy, ball carrier. Taken down at the 41. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
The Giants sending out their punter as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And nothing doing here. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
But I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. On the play fake, Dak. Javon Holland, tight coverage, and he's able to break that one up.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Prescott again. A short throw, caught by Ferguson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. It's Pickens. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Olsen of Depot on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Dak to throw. Pass brought in by Ferguson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line. A big connection from Dak to CD, 31 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
One more time for Williams. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Dallas. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. Whoa! And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Austin. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Dart. Loading up. Launching downfield. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up 3rd down.
This secondary, I mean, they just continue to impress me this entire game, Mike. I mean, it just feels like every ball is contested. Even the ones that are complete, those windows are tight. In this case, a really nice job knocking the ball away, and I just can't say enough about how hard these guys compete on every play.
Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think this drive, and particularly that last 3rd down incompletion, Mike, has really summed up the story of this game offensively. No matter how many times they try to generate some plays through the air, there's just nowhere to go with the ball. In this case, the coverage is tight. They go 3 and out again. They've got to have earlier success and not just wait for 3rd down to bail themselves out.
From their own territory, what a play on 4th down. 33 yards.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Pass intended for Johnson, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Austin brought in motion. Throwing again, Dart. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. Oh, the ball comes out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Brings up 4th
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is hot down the field. He's got it. And he will have a Giants first down. They convert style there. Big play on 4th and long.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
They'll drop to throw. This one grabbed by Austin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That is brought in the end zone. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession. So they're still alive, but now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Giants have cut the deficit to 5.
Cowboys 12, Giants 7.
They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. And a little chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll step up and run this. And he turned nothing into something there. The scramble yields 4 yards on the play.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's 2nd down. Now Dart. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
3rd and long, and Dart is going to throw. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. The throw is Dart, forced to his right. Now he'll run it, and this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
Here's a big moment for Big Blue. The Giants are going to go for two.
The Giants will line up for the two-point conversion.
Here's Dart, and he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From the end zone, here's Cavante Turpin. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Shotgun snap for Prescott. To the left side, that is taken in by Flanoy. And a timeout is called, so now you're probably looking at one final play back in their own territory. This is going to take a miracle. Here comes second down. Now Prescott. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Oh, costly sack. Can't have that here. We'll have to use a timeout. And barring a defensive penalty, we're down to one play in this one. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. Here we go. One final play. He's going to take a shot downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win for the Men in Blue. The Giants get it done. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.